Hello Taurus, and welcome to your Astroflower reading. This is going to be an Astroflower reading from the 19th through to the 25th of September. If you haven't seen the monthly readings, the Mercury retrograde readings, or the now what's up is the solstice. No, it's not. It's the equinox. I keep getting told off for calling it a solstice. It's an equinox readings. Amazing readings. There is a lot of things going on in this world. I hope you're doing well. I really do. And life should be fun. So let's get straight on with your reading. You know how it goes. Let's go straight into the overall energies which are going on. There's a lot going on the here and now, and your guides are very particular. It's almost as if, like, last week the overall riding energy was really important, and this week it's like it's non-existent. So let's just see what's going on. Yeah, that's that second wave that's building up that I've been talking about for some weeks now. Let's see what goes on your overall energies there. It's you know, keeping your head down, passing through the crowd without being noticed, basically. That's what it seems like to me. Let's just see what's going on with that. Yeah, it's all about planning. So concentrating on the long-term plan, as it were, rather than getting involved in the outside world too much with the hullabaloo that is the human matrix in a way. Concentrate on your long-term plan. Concentrate on your family, your friends, your community, the people that are around you, the work, if you're, the work or the job that you're doing and stuff like that, and keep to that plan of moving forward to the future, where the way we do things is going to be different. There's no doubt about it. There's no getting away from it now. So it's that sort of thing. It's sort of keeping your head down and keep planning. That's the overall energy. But as I said, it's really non-existent. It's not really imposing upon you this week. Let's see what goes on the karmic message in regards to your relationship side. After a bit of moment, excuse me, I do have a bit of a cold. I don't actually have a cold. I've just got a runny nose, which is really bizarre. But anyway, after maybe like a couple of weeks where you've been sitting back and allowing the relationships to come onto you, it's now you're getting back into that rhythm. So it's starting to flow a little bit easier for you. So relationships should be a little bit easier to deal with in all senses. And this could be your couple, this could be your family, your friends, or your community. But it's basically, yeah, you got the Two of Wands and the Three of Wands. It's playing off it perfectly. So the lesson here is realizing that things come and things go. And when things turn up, you can invest in it, or you can accept it, or you can engage in it, or not. And it was going to take you on a journey, but without actually going anywhere, as it were. It's the discovery of the world around you without having to sort of take a plane across the other side of the world. Yeah. So this is this sort of message here. Let's just see what's going on, how the universe is trying to influence this. Yeah, they're giving you, on the relationship side, it seems to be very loving, very caring, very intimate in a way. I think that's what the universe is trying to encourage you to be, a little bit more sort of intimate and, sharing that love around, If you just have to, excuse me, I do have to get a tissue. I do apologise. And we're back in the room. Yeah, so being a little bit more intimate, being open, being soft. I think that was part of your reading last week as well, being soft. I think it should, the universe is trying to encourage it in a very physical sense now, I think. Let's just see how you guys are influencing that karmic message. it's almost having like stars in your eyes. So it could be a case of wanting to start a family, but just being starry-eyed by the people that are around you and how loving they can be and everything like that. It's getting really, yeah, the Three of Cups, look at that. So we've got 2 threes on the board already. So it's all about your community, all about sort of, yeah, being starry-eyed, looking up at those stars, realising that, you know, there's a loving community that is around you. And that could be your couple, that could be your family, that could be your friends, it could be your neighbours. But whatever it is, it seems to be the fact that it's encouraging you to show your soft side and engage in that sort of relationships with people around you in general. Okay, let's see how the how you guys are trying to influence the conversation that is within you. They're almost encouraging you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. Not in a nasty way at all. It's in a very loving way, and it's exposing yourself or expressing yourself in ways that people may not expect to come from you. So it's almost, you know, surprising the relationships that are around you, but it's also surprising yourself, and it's asking you to, you know, to take off a couple of layers and not trying to defend yourself, or just being that vulnerable side, I think, of things. You know, you're very good at relationships in regards to being there and involved in relationships in a very physical way, in a sense that you do your duty. But it's difficult to see what's under the surface of the Taurus, and, you know, what's going on in the emotions at the back, really deep down in Taurus. And this is what I think it's trying to say. It's trying to say, look, you've got the everyday thing. You know how to make relationships work on a very sort of physical level. But also here it's sort of saying, your guides maybe sort of saying, maybe you should say that. And it's not really yourself to open up like that, but it's encouraging you to open up to an extent where you can see the benefits of that pure exchange, you know, of that vulnerability that you might have, and trusting in people not to take advantage of that vulnerability. Some people will do, and it will help you to realize what sort of people you shouldn't be in your life. Okay, let's just see what's going on the financial or money side of life. You seem to be concentrating on that a lot more. Putting stakes in grounds. So, you know, if you're working on a career path, get to one stage in your career path and then sort of own that place. And then once you've owned that place, then you can go forward. Yeah, same thing in a business. Once you've established a certain aspect of your business, then that means you can rely on that part and now open up another new section. But putting a stake in the ground, showing who you are, what your intentions are. Yeah, it's going to have to trust in the business or in the job that you're doing or in the project that you're doing. Trust in it, follow it through. You've taken that leap of faith, I think, here more than anything else. For some of you, it could well be starting a new job. It could be starting a new business. And that could well be that stake in the ground. If you want to push your projects on, this is the moment to do that. Built upon those successes or the foundations of your career path or your job or your business, etc. For those of you who haven't, it's a case of starting a job or quite literally starting a business or project and just doing it. Working on that career plan, get moving, sending out those CVs and everything like that. Okay? And let's see how the universe is guiding this karmic message. build for the future. Build for the future. So I would look at things, it's a leap of faith in the long-term plan by the looks of things. Talking about the stakes in grounds, this is what the universe is trying to tell you here. I think you've got to understand the karmic message here is about what you've done so far. And now it's a leap of faith to go forward. But don't forget to sort of have those checks and balances in place so you don't trip up on what you've tripped up on before in life in regards to sort of money. Healthy boundaries. And that's what the stake in the ground's all about. So let's see what's going on, how you guys are trying to influence this karmic message. You're gonna run. Yeah, so they're asking you to move on. They're asking you to look forward and start putting one foot in front of the other, basically. Yeah, the King of Swords. They've got the clear vision of the future, the long-term plan. They're keeping you up to date on this. They're influencing you through coincidences and situation that pulls you on towards your long-term goal in regards to finances and business and etc. They're really looking out for you. They're sort of like they're that manager that's helping you out, and they're sort of saying, okay, I've set up the next stage here, so this is where you've got to get to, this is where you've got to move on to, this is the direction you've got to take. So I would listen to those sort of coincidences that are around you, and those opportunities that turn up out of the blue, basically. Let's just see how the guys are trying to influence this sort of karmic, or the conversation, sorry, that is within you. This is the busiest aspect of you in this whole reading. The rest of it is very, very calm, which is good and expressive, but the here is a lot busier. So basically, let me just get that back. Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunities within the financial world, and it's more sort of looking at the financial world, as I've said in the solstice, the equinox readings, and the monthlies as well, and also the retrograde. But yeah, it's seizing those opportunities in a changing world, basically, that you need to do, because that's how the world changes. Because you do seize those opportunities, and it's asking you here to sort of, yeah, it was upside down, right? All of these are supposed to be the right way around. I don't normally read upside down ones, but it's I wanted to give you the interpretation, but then it sort of like changed it to me. And it's a case of just trust your guides, go into this almost blindly, where you can notice that there is opportunities to be made in an ever-changing world. And it is opportunist sort of ways of doing it. And I think you'll enjoy this, actually. It'll keep you on the toes, it'll keep you busy, it'll keep your mind occupied, it'll keep you a little bit less worried about any other sort of aspects of your life in regards to relationships and stuff like that. And I think here is your guides are trying to sort of say, look at that opportunity, look at that opportunity. So I would pay attention as well to that conversation that is within you in regards to sort of money and finances and etc. There's lots of little opportunities for you to progress down your path, and I would, keep an eye out for those and act upon them. Let's see what's going on in the overall message and how it sort of plays out. Get ready for the embrace, and I don't mean embrace like a kiss, I mean embrace like a confrontation with society. It's almost like kind of going whack, like you embrace for a tackle in a way, or it could be a case of your Taurus putting your head down and charging, basically. Nine of Swords. This is what came out in the equinox reading as well, down here, and it seems like by the end of this week, this is going to be playing into it, and it is the message that came out there, and I've got a similar sort of thing for you here, is let go of those worries. let go of those sleepless nights, let go of those anxieties that you may have within you, because it creates an anxiety in the collective, in everybody. And that's one of the jobs that we need to deal with during this solstice, this equinox to solstice period. So I think the following week here, if you get your head down and get stuck into it and plow your way through, you'll be that shining person around in your community, around all the people that you know that sort of says, Taurus is really going for it, you know, and everybody should be going for it at the moment. And you can be clearing the way for other people to come through as to follow their path. So yeah, I would get your head down, follow your guides, follow those opportunities, and yeah, make a real success of an ever-changing world that is around us. So there you go, Taurus. If you like this reading, you should really go and see the monthlies, the equinox, and the Mercury retrograde. I think it's going to be really important. Yeah, there's loads of links in the description below. You'll find also your Astroflower book, and also links to our sister channel, Cymatic TV, and our Instagram as well. In the meantime, Taurus, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.